have heard that before. And for Tesla, firstly, I want to ask you, you know Tesla, right?
Of course.
Yes, that's one of the biggest companies in the world right now, right? And they actually contributing a lot with produce and making an electric car that can decrease our number of dependency in the fossil fuels that we also know together. It can also bring a bad impact for the environmental, right?
Yes.
Such Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Welcome back to MTsB podcast. MTsB
Choice, credible,
high quality,
objective,
integrity,
konstruk amalia Sunnah.
excellent. So guys, today we will talk about an interesting topic. This is about sustainable economy. But before we start our topic today, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Zulmah and this is my friend.
Hello everyone, good to see you here. My name is Alfathir. I'm from SKS also, like Aliyah. And I can't wait to discussing about this topic, especially after knowing that Indonesia is in a developing phase on its economic sector. So by discussing it, maybe we can provide solution or helping the economic development in Indonesia to be better in the future.
Okay, so how are you today?
I'm definitely fine. And how about you, Aliyah?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. So are you ready to start our topic today?
I am ready, but before we start a deep conversation, can you explain first what is a sustainable economy?
Of course, sustainable economy is a system of economy that not only focus on the developing of the economy, but also how they can take care about the environment. So the economy system not make a damage of environment.
Absolutely. So sustainable economy is not just about a profitable business, but also about taking care of our planet, like protecting and maintaining the natural resource, and also thinking about the future generations. So for those of you who are interested in environmental and business issues, stay tuned right there because this episode is for you.
Alright, so in this era also there's a lot of country that start to use this sustainable economy system because they start to realize if the sustainable economy is one of the important economy system for those, because with sustainable economy it also can keep our environment, because also with a damage of environmental it can make or give a big impact for the environment. For example, like climate change, infrastructure, or humanity health.
That's right. So in sustainable economy, the main goal is how can we meet the needs and fulfill the needs of the present without harming any sides. For example, like the young generation or maybe the nature itself. It's oftenly occur in this era. So once again, it's not just about a business profit, but also about the sustainability of the business itself. How can a business still run and operate normally as a usual business, but in the same time, it doesn't giving any bad impact for the environment?
Yes. So in this sustainable economy, this is also consists of the eco-friendly business. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
So can you help me to tell all of they so that they know about the eco-friendly business?
Sure, so an eco-friendly business model is a business model that focuses on minimizing the negative impact on the environment. And this way actually can done in various ways, like reducing the carbon emission using a renewable energy and also many others ways that do not conduct any pollutant or dangerous substance that we also know together. It can bring a bad impact for the environmental, right?
Yes. So in this era also there's a lot of big company that start to use the sustainable economy, or in the big line is the eco-friendly business. So they use the renewable or the recycled materials so that the product is easy to recycle and not become one of the causes of the environmental break.
Yes, that's true. And for your information, Aliyah, that this trend is not only happening in big companies, there are
Yes.
also many small and medium companies are also starting to implement the environmentally friendly practice, such as using a biodegradable packaging and running a recycling programs. And for those of you who are to know about biodegradable, so basically biodegradable is a material that used for a packaging that more environmentally friendly. It can be recycled by the nature and the human itself more easily. So in my opinion, biodegradable packaging is way more better than a plastic packaging that we usually see around us.
Wow, that sounds cool. And also there's a lot of big companies that start to use this. For example, like Patagonia, IKEA, Tesla, and more than that we can see in our real life.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And in my opinion, Patagonia is an interesting one too because they really focus on using a recycled material as a main material on their clothing or products. And as we know, in this era, usually people have a bad perspective to the recycled material, right? They think that recycled material cannot be changed into something valuable and cannot giving any profit for us. But after I looking at the products of Patagonia, actually, we are able to change the recycled material and utilize it well to get a profit and change into a valuable things. And actually, the design of Patagonia clothes is really great. It's suitable for the young generation that want to follow a globalization era. And Patagonia even have a campaign that encourage the consumers to prepare the broken item instead of buying the new one. So with this big move, I share that consumers will obtain such many benefits like save more money and also decrease the number of clothes they will throw away.
Yes, so I think not only Patagonia that interested, but also IKEA is still interested because, as well we know, IKEA use recycled material to all of their product so that the product can be easy to recycle, and not because of use the recycled material, they can design it with well so that the product of the IKEA look interesting for us to use that. So not with use the recycled material, not only can help us to take care of our environment, but also it can make the loyalty of customer about the environment. So because of use the recycled material, it can also make a great innovation for the next business system.
Yes, that's absolutely true. I have heard that before. And for Tesla, firstly, I want to ask you, you know Tesla, right?
Of course.
Yes, that's one of the biggest companies in the world right now, right? And they actually contributing a lot with produce and making an electric car that can decrease our number of dependency in the fossil fuels that we also know together. It can also bring a bad impact for the environmental, right?
Yes.
Such as climate change, global warming, and many others negative impact that can disturb many people on that environment.
Yes. So if one of you ask about is the sustainable economy is profitable, we can answer it yes. Because with a sustainable economy, we can also make a motivation for people around us. If with the sustainable economy, it can help the way to save the earth. Because we try to implement the sustainable economy, we can make the loyalty of the customer, like what I said before, like what the IKEA do. They can start to realize if the sustainable economy is really important to save the earth. What do you think?
That's right. And not only that, a business that implement a sustainable values in their business can also decrease the operating costs. And also, as we know together that many consumers are now more concerned about the environmental issues, right?
Yes.
And it makes them tend to buy a products from companies that apply a sustainable values, so that it can increase the loyalty of the consumers to the environmental. In addition, companies that apply a sustainable values in their business are also better prepared to face an increasingly stringent environmental regulation. For example, a carbon tax that is now being implemented in the various countries, and the companies that more environmentally friendly are better prepared and can adapt to it more easily.
Yes. So with sustainable economy, we not only grow or development the economy system, but also we can be the one that save our earth. But can I ask you some questions?
Sure, you can.
So we have give a lot of example of a company that start to use the sustainable economy.
Yeah.
Is that can be implemented by people that have a small business?
Actually, it's really possible. There's a lot of way and tips for small people that want to start their small business. For example, sharpen and train their marketing skills, and also build a businessman mentality. And beside that, they also can reduce a plastic use on their products and change it into biodegradable plastic or biodegradable packaging. And beside that, they also able to use an LED light if they have a products that contain a light. And the main important is these simple things already have a big impact, or at least it can give a positive impact to the environment around. And yeah, that's
Yes.
my explanation.
Okay, so guys, from what Alpha said about if a small business is possible to do that, so it can be take a conclusion from all of our topic today. If the sustainable economy is one of an important things for us to implement it, because not only give an impact for the economy but also for our environment. So we can start it from the small thing, like use the sustainable economy for our small business. So what do you think?
That's true, as what like Aliyah said before, that we can start from a small thing to make our earth better and avoid it from a negative thing like plastic that really hard to recycle and can harm many living things inside of the earth. For example, the fish in the ocean and maybe the animals in the jungle that feels disturbed by the factories that need a big land, and sometimes the land that used for the factories can decrease the number of area that can they live in there. So yeah, it can be concluded that we as a young generation can really contribute in this goal.
Yes. So guys, from our explanation today, we will hope if from our topic today, it can motivate all of us to start to save our earth with one of the way that is sustainable economy. So we think enough from our
Yes.
explanation today, and see you next on the next video of MTsB podcast. So have a nice day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.